Uh, oh, hi. Hey, friends. I'm sorry. I was just doing some experimenting with my tongue. But first of all, before I talk about my tongue, which I'm sure you're just dying to hear about my tongue and what I was doing, I have a question for you. Do you like cats? Yeah. Do you have a cat, or do you know somebody who has a cat, or maybe you've had a cat as a pet? Yeah. Those of you who know me know that Lois, my wife, and I have cats at our house. They are our pets, and we sort of like cats. I'm wondering then, did you ever have a cat take your tongue? Did you ever have a cat take your tongue? Well, I'm asking you that because there's this phrase that says, has a cat got your tongue? Cat got your tongue? Did you ever hear somebody ask that question? Does the cat got your tongue? Well, it's a question that's sort of the shortened form of the question, does the cat have your tongue? So I'm wondering where this phrase, does the cat have your tongue, or cat got your tongue, come from? Well, first of all, let me assure you, there's no reason to believe that it actually involves a cat taking somebody's tongue. That's just impossible. None of our cats have ever taken our tongues. They've tried to bat at them sometimes if we stick our tongues out at them, but they can't literally take our tongues out of our mouth. You can't do that. This phrase, though, seems to have come from the practice of maybe some older people talking to some shy children, and the shy children were not responding to the questions the older people were asking, and so they asked, does the cat have your tongue? Sort of like this. Shy Susie was not responding to Aunt Martha's question about her grades in school. And so Aunt Martha says, come now, Susie, the cat got your tongue? It's not that Susie couldn't speak, she just didn't want to. And the cat did not have Susie's tongue. It was sort of a question that was asked to have Susie respond, maybe smile and laugh and say, no, the cat doesn't have my tongue. I just didn't want to talk to you right now. Speaking about talking, I am sure we all know someone who talks a lot. Maybe you talk a lot. Maybe I talk a lot. Sometimes people say, Milt, you talk too much. Well, you know what? Sometimes it is good to not talk too much. Yeah, to be quiet sometimes and listen rather than talk all the time. But when we do talk, we should be wise when it comes to how we use our words. Have you ever heard the phrases, hold your tongue or bite your tongue? Now, it's hard to hold our tongue, and that's what I was trying to do here, and that actually hurts, so don't do that at home. It's hard to hold your tongue, and I'm sure we don't want to bite our tongues because that would also be very painful. However, these are phrases that are used to make a point. The phrases mean that we want to think about the words that we're saying, or we may not want to say some words that we may be thinking about. You know, it is good to know when to talk and when to be quiet. There's an old saying, it is better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Now, if you would search that quote, you would see that it's referenced by some famous people, Abraham Lincoln, Mark Twain. There's even some reference to scripture in that quote that uses some phrases very similar to it. But it's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And the Bible does have some things to say about the words we use and how we can control our words or our tongues. Proverbs 10:19 and 20 says, but those who are wise control their tongues. The tongues of those who do right are like fine silver. Do you know that our words can be powerful? They can upset and hurt people. And maybe you've been hurt by the words somebody has said to you. So we do want to use our words carefully. 1 Peter 3:10, this verse says that scripture says, suppose someone wants to love life and see good days. Then they must keep their tongues from speaking evil. They must keep their lips from telling lies. It's a good word to us to be sensitive and to be wise with our words, to be careful about what we say. Colossians 4:6 says, let the words you speak always be full of grace. Learn how to make your words what people want to hear, and then you will know how to answer everyone. So our words are very important. They can help someone's day be a good day, or they could ruin someone's day. The words that we say have an effect on other people. They are powerful things that we use, our tongues and our words. So as we think about the things we say, now I'm sure that we're not going to go around and have people say to us, does a cat have your tongue? No, the cat doesn't have our tongue, because sometimes we're just choosing not to say words that could have a negative effect on other people. So my challenge to you and my encouragement to you is to use your words carefully. May they be words that honor people and that honor God. Every day we have the opportunity to bless others and to bless God, even with the words that we speak. So let's control our tongue. Let's control our words. Let's be kind to each other, and let's be careful of what we say and how it may affect somebody else. Guard your tongue. You don't need to hold it or bite it, but guard your tongue. Have a day filled with peace.